Good morning. It's Vijay here. Today is Thursday, 4th of December 2025. Welcome to yet another episode of Pre-Market Commentary. Yesterday was another day when markets fell. I was looking forward to Putin's visit. I thought the markets also will look forward to Putin's visit. And today is the Russian President Putin's visit, who's coming in this evening. And then this is a 2 day visit. A lot of things supposed to be happening in these 2 days, especially in the backdrop of a US trade deal, which has been now pushed to the back burner as far as the people in the know talk about. And that is somewhat of a disturbing scenario that all of us expected US trade deal before Thanksgiving, which was the last week, but nothing of that has happened. So, what is the agenda? The agenda is, a lot of bilateral documents will be signed, trade, economic cooperation, military cooperation, the innovation and space exploration and mining, healthcare, labor. Lot of deals are likely to be signed tomorrow. This evening is not anything big, but tomorrow is what the big day is. So I'm assuming even now that markets will anticipate some good things. Tomorrow is also critical because RBI is having its policy, especially in the backdrop of rupee breaching 90 and staying there. Now, to dampen my enthusiasm, one of my close friends sent me this information, which is very interesting. Actually, I don't know, but whether it will happen this time. This is the seventh visit of Putin to India, but he's got an uncanny track record that all the six times he came, the markets fell. First one was in 2000, the market fell 15%. 2002, market fell 4% during the visit itself. 2012, Nifty fell 1.5% during the visit. 2014, Nifty was down after that by 5%. 2018, Nifty down by 5%. 21 down by 3.5%. This is his seventh visit. So I just can't believe this is too much of a coincidence that six out of six, the Nifty has been down as much as 15% in 2000. Of course, the dot com bust was happening then. The lowest has been about 1.5%, which was in 2012. So I don't know what a linkage that has got, but I'll be looking at it. People who look at numerology, people who look at history, coincidences, will probably, have some explanation to do. But I am generally cautious, all the more with Putin coming here with his track record, plus RBI policy tomorrow, plus the 90 rupees. And the chief economic advisor says, I won't lose sleep if the rupee breaches 900, which means one can look for much lower numbers, which means much more weakness in rupee, which means higher, number from 90.2. It may even go to 93. This was my original expectation that sooner or later we'll reach 93. Who knows how quickly we will reach there. So yesterday was a bad day. Mid-session, everything had gone down, but finally they recovered. In fact, Bank Nifty closed in the positive, but Nifty did not do that. So private banks like HDFC Bank and ICICI Bank helped in the recovery, and of course IT was there, which has been doing well because they are correlating with the Indian rupee weakness. So IT will get a better bottom line, but most people don't realize almost everything is hedged. So generally, they don't get any benefit. Secondly, if you get benefit on rupee considerations, then the vendor, the guy, the customer will turn around and say, "Why don't you cut the rates because you're getting any benefit on the currency?" So it is not so easy that rupee falls, IT bottom lines increase. That is a very wrong correlation, in my opinion. So mid cap index also fell. Advanced declines were higher by advanced by 2:1, which shows how much of a problem the market encountered yesterday. Across the board, there was nothing really spared, as I said, excepting maybe IT and a few private sector banks. So we have to brace for ourselves for another, tumultuous day today, especially with the bank nifty, sorry, gift nifty talking about a 45 point down. So what did the FIs and DIs do? FIs continue to sell at 3,200. It is becoming very monotonous for me to come every day morning and tell you that FIs have been selling, selling, and selling. DIs bought a little more than them at 4,730 crores. So the third force has sold about 1,523 crores. What about global equities? Dow Jones went up by more than 400 points. Even the futures is up. Nasdaq was very volatile. It opened much lower, then it has closed 40 points higher, and the S&P also has closed about 15-20 points higher. So US markets are doing very well. The European markets are flat yesterday. Only Indian markets are doing badly. This morning also, but Japan is doing very well in spite of having so many problems. But somehow India is not able to pick up. Oil is below 63, which is good. Gold is steady at 4,200 plus. Silver went up to 59. There's a lot of volatility in silver, but it is now trading above 58. Copper was the star performer yesterday. It went up to 4.44. Right now it's $4.2. So that has to be looked at. Even aluminum has started moving up now. Zinc has started moving up. Commodities have started moving up. So today, what could be the scenario in terms of stocks? JSW Steel, some good news is there. JF Commercial Vehicle, there also they got a supply order from an Indian e-mobility. Petronet LNG has signed a 15-year pact with ONGC, so there could be some interesting moves there. Oil India, Numaligarh Refinery, a key subsidiary is getting Navratna status. It's only sentimental, but still it could be in focus. RVNL has bought a contract of 145 crores from Southern Railway. That could be in positive territory. IEX, it used to be our favorite stock at one time, but we don't have it now because there is too much of litigation. So we are just waiting to buy that stock. It has done very well this month in terms of the volumes, electricity volumes, and they have year-on-year jump. There is a 17%. On negative, yesterday the Parliament passed the Central Excise Amendment, so the cigarette companies will be under pressure. In fact, they may not really go up, maybe because sell on rumor and buy on news is happening, but I think they are doomed. Indigo had some severe problem as far as their maintenance is concerned. Pilots they don't have, so that could be also under pressure. And Whirlpool, so soon after their sales by the parent company, now they have received a IT order, so that may be also in uh, focus. There's another interesting thing here. Everybody is looking at the Supreme Court of USA to find out whether they will rule in favor of Trump's tariffs. Generally, the feeling is that they will rule against it. But the Treasury Secretary says that US President has got powers to overrule that. I mean, to put tariffs in a different manner. So even if the Court case is lost, Besant says that they will still continue with the tariffs. So again, as I say, I'm cautious. We are focused on fundamentally good stocks as well as metal stocks, and more focus on the precious metals. So if we get an opportunity, we will buy them. But right now, caution is the watchword. And just remember, 6 times out of 6 times, Putin's visit has dampened market enthusiasm. So, whatever you do today, I hope it is successful. Thank you for joining me.